So we have 16 teams from the local community trying out and seeing if any of their players fit what we're looking for. We're testing in academically, athletically and then football. The main sections of what we look for is technique, intelligence, personality and then speed and strength, so like X factor and that little bit of magic. The ones that are selected out of that today will assess all of their academic scores, their football scores and their athletic scores, and then make a decision of those who we invite to a callback trial. And the best players from there will be invited to Right to Dream for a residential trial.
So we then bring them in for a minimum period of 2 weeks. And we have them train with the various age groups, and then we assess them across football, academic and the character pastoral department. So we've got a few trialists in who we want to have a closer look at.
For the girls project, we scout from each major city, so the 10 regional capitals, and then we double up events in certain cities. And for the girls project, the academics is even more important because there's fewer professional opportunities for girls in football.
My dreams are to go to high schools and also be able to get a degree, and after that sign for professional football.
I dreamt of being a professional footballer. PSG maybe, Paris Saint-Germain.
My dream is to become a professional footballer. But before that, I want to go to school and get a degree. If I would like to play for anyone, it will be City or Dortmund.
This is where I grew up, and that's where I started playing soccer. And I have a lot of friends here, and I have my family here down here too. Yeah.
Do you remember when I first recruited you?
Yeah, I think I do. I can never forget that day. There was a lot of people at this trial. I've been wanting to ask you this question. Why did you pick me?
You were playing well, you had confidence, and there was a few passes that you made that you could see that you had a bit of vision and then the technical ability to play those passes. Do you remember the pass?
Is it the one I hit with the outside?
Inside pass, through ball, inside.
Oh yeah.
So we're at the next recruitment event at Sekondi at Jendu Stadium, hopefully finding the next Abdul Majid Waris or Ivy League student, so let's see how it goes today. It's possible to turn up to a pitch, organise a tournament and find a world-class player playing for a local community team, which is very rare in the world, so it's exciting to be working in a region where that's possible.
When we scout or recruit a player that comes in who's a top player in our academy, he's as good as any player in the world at 10, 11, 12 years old. I believe that's how good the raw talent is in West Africa.
The appetite, desire and hunger for the game is phenomenal in West Africa.
When I first joined, we recruited from basically 2 communities within Accra. If we compare that today, where we're looking at 10 times the number of players that we watched before and assess them in a much more detailed, systematic way.
You know, I think there's an innocence in this part of the world still, and the kids are not consumed by materialism and still have fairly pure motivations in terms of why they love their sport and why they love to study and what they're all about. And I think that's a no-brainer in terms of being a recipe for success.
Are you the next Raoul Majid Waris?
Dream is to become a best footballer in future.
I want to be a star in future so that I can help all my families